Hey Saber fans, Kylo Ren here again in full uniform. I'm doing this today because of the special Saber that I am giving you guys a little review on, the Saberforge Relic. If you know anything about Saberforge and their sabers, you know that the Relic is one of their crossguard sabers. And you all know that Kylo Ren loves those crossguard sabers, don't you? Oh yeah. Hence the reason I'm in the suit right now. So, a few things about it before I start talking. Before I show it. I've got some notes on the side here that I'm going to take a look at and try and give you as many details as possible on the saber. And well, here we go. Obviously, if there's any questions that you have, I usually answer them pretty quickly, as the people that have messaged me and left comments have seen. So I have no problem letting you guys know whatever you want to know. Just ask and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So, the Saberforge Relic is, once again, a crossguard saber. I have it in the Champion Edition in the 12-watt medium red. Now, if you've seen my previous video that had a little preview of this saber, you know that, at least to my knowledge, this is the only medium red saber that has been shown, whether it be in pictures or the internet. I mean, see, the internet's stupid. In video, I check pretty much every day to see if anybody has any pictures or video of the medium red or the deep red that Saberforge now offers, at least on their Etsy page. I don't know if they offer it on their main sites just yet, and I've yet to see one. So if you haven't seen my previous video, this will give you a good idea as to what the medium red looks like. The medium red is a more, well, it's definitely a more red than their Saberforge's original red. Their original red is more, it's a reddish orange maybe. This one is more of a true red, almost pinkish on camera. In person, it is very red, and I would love to see the deep red. So if anybody knows of any other pictures or videos of the deep red, I would love to see it. But give you some dimensions on the saber. It is 14 inches long. Well, let me just show you the saber. I'm saying all this stuff, there's no saber in my hand. Like, you guys want to just see me bobbing my head and talking. It's ridiculous. So, here is the Saberforge Relic. I have to have one hand available because, well, you'll see. So, here we go, give you a little close-up. So, here we have the emitter, and as you'll see later on when I turn it on, the emitter has windows here. That is the blade plug that it came with. If we go a little further down, let me actually turn this over. You'll see that's where the LED screw is at. And that's how you can take the LED in and out. I did not get mine in the Quick Connect, so medium red is the color that I am going to be keeping, unless I send this out to one of the many sabersmiths out there. Here are the side blades with the little pointy thingamajiggies on the side. Let's see, right here, that is the blade retention screw. I'll go a little more detail about that because there's a certain issue, at least with my saber, concerning that little thing right there. If you look down here, that is the LED screw for the side blades, and that is the blade retention screw for the side. So going a little further down, we have the off and on switch right there, and the kill key. Now, before I go further down with the kill key, I ordered this off of the Etsy page, and the last time I ordered something from the Etsy page, I didn't put in the comments anything about the kill key, and they sent the Saberforge, almost like a plasticky kill key that has the logo of Saberforge on it, and it's nice and all, but I did not want that for this. So I put in the comment section, is it possible to give me the old style kill key? And they did. It feels a lot sturdier than the kill keys that they normally send now with their sabers. And I think that in the future, when I order a saber, I'm going to put that in the comments if they can possibly send the old style kill key. I like that a lot better. I'm actually going to take that off right there. This thing is hot. I wish I was on Star Killer base, but those damn rebels friggin' blew it up. Ugh. Solo. Anyway, here is the grenade section. This is all metal. So there's no kind of wrapping. The black grooves on there are not, soft at all. This is all metal, but it feels really good in the hands. Not sharp at all. So very easy to hold. Let's see, the cover tech knob, and as we go further down is the pommel. So now that I've shown you what it looks like, give you a little now I'll give you the dimensions. So the saber is 14 inches from the top to the bottom, so 14 inches total. From blade point to blade point, it is 9 1/4 inches. So just to give you an idea, I'll talk about these more in a little bit, but it's 9 1/4 inches from tip to tip. From blade plug to blade plug, it's 6.5 inches. Alright, so the weight, it has got a lot of weight to it. This is by far, I have the Sentinel and the Black Lotus sabers. By far, this is the heaviest of the three. I can honestly say that if you were to combine the weights of the Black Lotus and the Sentinel, it would probably be lighter than this. And that's not a bad thing. The weight on this is great. It takes away the weight from the blade itself, which I have as a 37-inch Infinity blade. So it's a lot easier to handle, I think, and it's doesn't weigh down your hand as much as the other lighter hilts. So let's see. So a few things. The blade tips here. These things, as I've shown before, they are sharp. I haven't cut my hand on them yet, but as soon as I got it and I touched that, that is very sharp. I've actually cut paper with this. So I have to file these down. I wouldn't call it a big deal. It'll probably be a big deal when I slice my hand open, maybe. But as of right now, it is not a big deal to me. Also, these here, those are sharp as well. So if you are getting a relic, you might want to take a look at that, especially if you're going to be twirling it around, if you're going to be dueling with these, especially if you're not wearing gloves. You might want to try and file those down because that could potentially hurt you. Also sharp is the pommel, like these right here. All these tips, they're pretty sharp. So you do want to be careful if you're going to be, if it's just for cosplaying reasons, which is usually the reason that I'm using my sabers. It's not a big deal. I'm not fighting anybody. I'm not dueling anybody. So the sharpness isn't too big a deal for me. But if you're someone who would like to go out and duel, I would definitely look into trying to file those down a little bit, just for your safety. Let's see. So the reason I've got my one glove off. So something with this saber that my others don't do is the blade plugs. They are in there rather securely. Once I had, loosened the retention screws, usually with the other sabers, you could just kind of turn it and it'll pop right out. Well, that didn't happen with either of these. What I had to do is, and I have two of them pretty loose right now, just so I can easily pull them out. But I had to stick like a box cutter in one of the emitters, and kind of push, especially this the main blade plug up, so I could get the blade plug out. It was really jammed in there. So if you're dueling with this, and you've got it secured with the retention screw, or even if you don't, that thing isn't coming out. It's gonna take some force. So I don't know if that's the case just with the one I received. There might be others. Then when you get them, you turn it and boop, comes right out. I don't know. But in the case of my saber, they were jammed in there pretty good. So when I take these on and off, I'm not going to, especially this one here, not going to be pushing it down all the way. It usually goes down a bit further than where it is now, but if I was to push it down in there, I would have to do that thing again with the box cutter, and I really don't want to have to do that to the blade plug and potentially either mess up the blade plug or mess up the hilt itself. So let's see. So I guess I'll turn it on. Once again, it is the 12-watt medium red champion edition. All of my sabers are champion edition. And so without further ado, pull out the kill key.
Saber code Crimson.
Got it in the crimson sound font because, I mean, come on, look at this thing. Does this look like the light side to you? I think not. So, crimson soundboard. Those emitters are they're very pretty. Love the windows. Very good weight to the saber. I'm not sure what it looks like on camera just yet, at least in this video, because from what I can see right now, it looks very pink. But that is certainly not the color that I can see with my own eyes. And as with my last video, when I watched it later on, it certainly looked different than when I was filming it. So I'm going to turn this off. Oh, something I don't think I've ever shown. So if you get it in the crimson sound font, if you press it just once, I guess that's called a saber lockup sound. or the forced lightning. I don't know. I don't remember ever hearing that sound, that particular sound, in any of the Star Wars movies, and I've watched them a ton. So I don't know where they got that from. You know, maybe it's in the prequels. I haven't seen those as much because, you know, it's the prequels. Ugh. So turn this off. Okay, and now I'll put the blades in them. So as I was saying, this is really in there pretty well. The blade plug here, the main blade plug, is 2.5 inches long. And I'm gonna have to loosen these up. That's the only one that slides out real easy like. The other two, not so much. I wish I knew how to fast forward so I wouldn't be boring you with this stuff. Okay, so they're all out. I'm not going to turn it on because it's going to blind the hell out of you. So I'm going to put in the side blades. These are 6 inches long each. Also, something I didn't mention: the side blades. While the main blade, the main emitter, LED, whatever you want to call it, that is 12 watts. The sides are 6 watt. Reason for that being, shorter blade. So the light that this emits in 6 watt is the same as this one will emit with a longer blade in 12 watt. Another thing, the Allen wrench. It's a little difficult putting these in here. You want to use it the long way. Like my helmet. The long way. If you try to do it this way, you're going to keep smacking against that. So put that one in there. And I'm turning it in the wrong direction. That's one. You can fast forward to like minute 19, I think. But that's probably by the time I'll be finished. Notice how I didn't promise anybody that this was going to be a short video, because I tend to ramble. This one I don't even have to secure it. It's in there. Okay. I'm gonna push this camera or phone back. Give you guys a better look. Ooh, shaky. Sorry. I wish I knew how to edit. That way this wouldn't be so embarrassing. The Saberforge Relic, 12 watt, medium red. Doesn't this just fit me so well? Okay, so one last thing. I'm gonna turn off the light, show it to you what it looks like in the dark. So give me a minute. As you can see, it lights up the entire room. Well, that's it, guys. Once again, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, let me know. Subscribe. That's the first time I've asked for a subscription. And I'll answer anything that I can for you. I do like making these videos, so much to the point that I'm probably going to be ordering a new saber within the next week or two. Don't know which one yet. I know which ones I'm leaning towards, but it'll be a surprise. But if there's a certain saber that you would like to see, that maybe there aren't enough videos on them, put it down in the comments. And if it's something that I'm interested in, I'll pick it up. Why not? So, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and may the force be with you. Oh, and if you happen to be going to New York Comic Con, look for me. I'll be there. See you later, guys.